2nd and 5.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go.
Now they send their back in motion right. Fields on first down. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Here we go, Scott.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. That's incomplete left side.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Here we go, Scott.
The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. He breaks the tackle. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go.
Trying to get it with the option.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
So punt coming up on 4th down, and it's against Belgium native Corliss Waitman with the honors. Brings it in at the 12. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. So here comes this offense as they get set for their opening drive. Leading them out, someone we're all very excited to watch. It's the rookie out of Alabama.
2 numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, well, he cares less about those 2 numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. Juke the defender. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for and you go out and execute.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Saw that screen coming, and there for the interception. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Wizards are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
The Wizards and Jonathan Brooks ready to begin another drive. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only 1 on the carry, so that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Brooks, and he's in for the touchdown. The Wizards pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more. It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
He's got it inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Blues reach pay dirt for the first time this game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Blues tie this game 7-7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Ford on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. This offense getting all set for this series. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go.
Going option, headed left on this first down. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
He's on the move. Oh, he's going for it again. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go.
Short side option here. He's running left. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from this one right after this. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its stride. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. And they fired off the line knowing the run was coming. And boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. The Wizards getting all set to punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he doesn't put much height or distance on this one. And that hit right at the 10. Somehow, though, got a wicked bounce and makes it into the end zone for a touchback. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Marcus Epps making the play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Let's go.
Back to throw now. Chased out to his right. He has the first over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ready up.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He lets one fly deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Blues take a 2nd quarter lead. Well, no doubt about it, Brock. That was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown with the downs counted here.
And no doubt about it, Kate, you grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact route, didn't you?
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
He was so good at it. Every receiver could do it some of the time, but Jerry and the best of them, they do it all the time, just like that one right there.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Blues break that tie and now lead by 7. kickoff. McCole Hardman now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Wizards are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And as we work our way through this regular season, you can see he's currently sitting in the top 5 of the league in passing. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Here's Fields to throw. Forced out to his right. Olave with the catch. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They gain 14 on the play. And they're going to have a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
They kick the running back in motion. We're to the 2-minute warning from Mexico. It's the Wizards facing 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Running back sent in motion. 1st down from the red zone. Wilson's got it. Touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Wizards tie things up at 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. Good looking return here, and he's got room. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Go!
Back now, pressure on its way. Finds his man, it's Ricky Pearsall. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Dumps it off to his running back. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll give him a first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Looking to the air here. Finds Sanders. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
From the 17. Dump off caught by his back. Escapes a defender. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown! The Blues take the lead just before halftime. They broke out the design, run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Blues break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Hardman with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half.
Here we go.
First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. Jukes one defender, and he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break.
Here we go, Snipe. Angel, Angel, Angel. Right.
He's back to throw. Taking his shot deep down the field it goes. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. So that's the end of 2 here with the Blues out in front here in Mexico City. Now we'll send you up to Orlando, our studios there, for Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started out in the Sooner State of Oklahoma, and it's the Steamers who are in front. Darius Slayton, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And as you see, they were losers back on Thursday night. Dak Prescott, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Jahan Dotson, a touchdown reception. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Blues headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Tackle made on the play by Dietrich Wise. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Reaches the 40. Inside the 20. And that is a touchdown. The Blues grow the lead coming out of halftime. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Blues double their lead to 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Ford on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Oh, stiff arm. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50. The offense getting set to go. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go.
Play action, Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, or the other areas of the team pick each other up. I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual. To see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Here we go.
Fields now, 3rd and long. Gets it to him on the screen. It's down to the opposing 47-yard line.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
Call it 70 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They get to him and bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
The Blues out to get a boot into this one. And he wasn't needed at all in the 1st half, partner. This is going to be his 1st punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. This offense ready to get going again now. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Jukes that away, avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop it, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you can feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
Here we go, son.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
All right.
This set of downs starts with an option right. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
Handoff now from the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they take this in for the score. The Wizards shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. He's stopped on the return at the 27. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's still just a one-score game as we resume play in the fourth. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Going right side, Robinson with it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be a 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Here's 2nd and 14. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Go.
It's a design boot. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a one-score game.
Their punter making his way out now. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Escapes the pocket. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up 1st down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go. Good.
This is Brooks heading left. Has a lane inside the 35. And he's down all the way to the 30. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Here we go.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Fields out of the gun. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. He can't hang on to the pass. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Escapes out to the left. He's running for it. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give him a 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
On the move, headed right. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Like so many of the league's quarterbacks know how to do, this guy has really taken over much of this game, and it's been his dual threat ability that served as the catalyst for that.
And let's give him a lot of credit here, Kate, because he's the one who recognized there'd be opportunities aplenty to hit this defense with his legs. He's picked the right moments, picked his spots, and that stat line's benefited.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Brooks is in. Touchdown. The Wizards cut it to a point late in this one. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This taken from the 12. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Another drive coming up for this offense. The game really in their hands at this point, Brock. We're going to see whether it's a celebration coming up next or overtime. They've got 1st down from the 31. Back to throw. Brought in right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Get some space around midfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here he is to throw. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw it. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. The Blues have taken the lead late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
That one right down the middle. And the Blues break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Hardman with a return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Wizards returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really being the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
First down throw for Fields. Buys time, rolling right. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Here we go.
Now Fields. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a gain of 22. And that gives them the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Has it down close. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. Another throw for Fields. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. It's second and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You can't.
And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
They are taking the offense off. All right, leaving them out, trying for 2.
Don't jump, ready?
All or nothing, they'll run it. And he won't reach the end zone. The defense gets the stuff they need, and that could win them this game. Ooh, this one's going to be talked about, partner. They could have kicked the extra point and forced overtime. Instead, they risked the game on one play and come up empty.
Sports radio dream right here. Kate, you know it. It's going to be talked about all over town for the whole week. There's a ton of risk. But you make that decision based on the minutes that preceded it, right? And looking at this game and going, we're better off trying to win this right now than we are going to overtime. They just couldn't get it done.
So only a handful of seconds left. They have time for this and a single snap. And they've got it. They come through with the recovery. That should win this game.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Another carry for him. Cuts right. And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. The Blues grow the lead to 7. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines. But for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Blues as we say adios from Mexico City.
rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics drier than the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the
watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told. Watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures.
Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tides fall off. She know I'm a G, I got a J with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties. On the industry advice, I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tides fall off. She know I'm a G, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone. I made like they seen a UFO.